What's up guys, Chasing Langley here with episode 136 of Welcome to Wroxham, and it's the League Cup final. We're playing against Liverpool today. We've never beaten Liverpool, and now we have to do it at Wembley on the biggest stage of them all, and it's going to be a hard slog. Anyway, like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave your comments down below. Try and make a prediction now before we get into the game. Why not pause the video, leave a prediction, and then start again. I'll see you after the intro, and let's see what we can do. Right, first things first, a little bit of housekeeping. You'll notice it looks different. We have installed the Work the Space TCS skin. It's beautiful. I saw it on Loki's channel, I think, and it's absolutely stunning. So I thought I'd have a little bit of that action. Do a Google for Work the Space FM24 skin. I think it's on FM Scout off the top of my head. Go check it out. It is well worth a look. It's beautiful. You'll see it as we go through the rest of the save. It is a beautiful, beautiful skin. Anyway, some things to catch you up on. Let's have a look first of all at our fixtures, where we can see that since we last met against Shrinsky, we beat Leeds 1-0. I rotated the entire side. Bruno Huber, a new signing, the last of our new signings, scored his first goal for the club in an incredible free kick. He's not even a brilliant free kick taker. Scored a beautiful free kick. Apparently he's a good championship player that could be a decent Premier League player. I essentially just need an extra right winger because we have problems. We have small problems, I will say. But we do have some problems. I'll talk you through why in a moment. In fact, I'll talk you through it now because he's just popped up on the right side of the screen. Anthony Gordon is starting to decline, and he's 33 now. He is going downhill. I'm probably going to sell him on at the end of the season, make some money from him because he's just not doing well. Anyway, in that game against Crystal Palace, we lost 3-2. Actually, not that bad because if you look at the team in the Leeds game, I fully rotated the squad because our players were very, very tired. I used another rotation of the squad against Palace, so we've actually got, done well considering a lot of those players had never played first team football before, and certainly a lot of those players had never played together before. We then went slightly back to normal with a 2-0 win over Nottingham Forest with goals from Burns and Teschkel in that one. We lost 4-2 to Leicester with Anthony Gordon and Vitinha scoring his first goal for the club. But yeah, it was not a great all-round performance in that one. We then bounced back with a 4-0 win over Fulham, goals from Gonzalez, Teschkel, Burns and Saye Emery, who's on a bit of a streak, 2 goals in the last 4 games. Which brings us up to date with our game against Liverpool. Talking of transfers, I think I've talked you through all of them now, but we'll have a little check just to make sure, because the window obviously has now slammed shut. So I brought in a bunch of free transfers of players who I wanted to take a look at, and if we can sell them on, we'll sell them on, to be honest, because none of them were as good as I thought they looked. From the very little scouting we had, Santiago Vieira was one. He's our 12th best central midfielder, but, if we get some money for him at the end of the season, we'll take the money for him. I brought in Tafea Nakisi, who is from Tuvalu, which is a bit weird. He looked really good from the stats I could see. Unfortunately, the stats I could see were his penalty taking, his bravery, and his natural fitness. And his finishing. I thought he might be decent. Wasn't. Should have taken him on trial, really, before I signed these players. But, I just thought I'd take a gamble. Jadon Bartolo is a Gibraltarian international that's come in, right wing and a striker. He's been playing in the Championship and in League One pretty consistently for a couple of years. So again, I thought I'd take a look at him because his mentals were insane and his physicals were insane. I could see most of his mentals and his physicals. I could see very little of his technicals. Kind of wish I had. But again, we'll get some money for him when we have to sell him on. He's got international caps. He'll do okay. Same with Axel Alvarenga, who is an Argentine. Looked good. From everything I could see, again, didn't see all of his stats. 128 games for River Plate. That's got to be a decent player. 7th best left winger. Can play left wing back as well. It's not really much of a tackler though. So let's hope he sells well in the summer because we need the money. Jorge Brites was another freebie who, to be fair, slightly better than the last ones. 21 years old. Another Paraguayan. I looked at the Paraguay national team and most of them have played for us at some stage. We've been bringing in a lot of good youngsters from Paraguay, but none of them have really made the grade yet. So we'll keep an eye on him because he looks like he could be better than the EFL League One standard they're telling us he could get to. I just don't know how much better than that he could be, but again, we'll have him for a couple of years. We'll loan him out if we need to, and we'll see how he goes. And the last guy was Fernando Martinez, who again looks decent as a striker, right winger, some potential. Another Paraguayan, of course, and yeah, just want to see how he develops. Is how we're doing. I think that's everyone I've shown you. I showed you we had Jason Gamboa back. You've seen Alex King, I believe. Yeah, we're pretty much up to date. No one, as far as I can remember, has left. It's been a few games since this all went off. Oh, we sold Helene Boudiaf. That was a big-ish transfer to Al Hilal. He's joined Tom Ritchie out there, which should be a nice little partnership for him. He was a centre-half and a right-back who we signed years ago, 3 seasons ago. Learned about a lot. He's decent, but he was 5th best centre-half, and frankly, I think we can get better in if we need to. So I thought, you know what, they're offering £8 million for him. He was moaning about being out on loan. He was moaning when he was here. I just thought we'd let him go. Anyway, without any further ado, let's go meet the starting lineup for today's beautiful League Cup final against Liverpool. And let's take those opposition instructions, as we always do. I'm not going to make those changes because they're madness. And yeah, we'll see what this starting lineup looks like. I love this, the way this screen looks. It's beautiful like this. So Garda starts in goal. Raw Walters at right back. Marcato, Strecker and Moraes are the back 4, of course. Sire Emery starts behind Gilardini and Gonzalez. Gamara on the right. Burns on the left. Teshkel up top. We have Yusuf and Dorrington, Dodd and Mandelli and Sanchez and Silla and Huber and Gordon and Vitinha on the bench. In terms of other players, Vieira is on his way back. He'll be back in 7 days, so won't make the next game against Liverpool, which we're playing 5 days after this one, the league tie. Matias Nunez might make it back in time. He's got 5 days left on his injury, so he's okay. Looking at everyone else who is unavailable, because I've graded out. Let's get rid of the ones who are on loan. They're not very much help to us. Where is the Nottingham club? There we go. Beautiful. So we are missing Angeloni. He's injured and he's going to be out for a little while. He's got about 2 weeks left before he comes back. Jason Gamboa is cup-tied. Liam Delap is cup-tied. And Nakisi is not having a work permit, which is slightly problematic, but, you know, we'll make do. Anyway, let's firm this lineup and let's go and finally put one over in Liverpool on the big stage where it really, really counts. So here in this beautiful Wembley dressing room, I wanted to say go out and win that trophy, show them what we're capable of. I like that idea. And so do the team. Good stuff. Right, let's tell them I want to see a strong defence, because I do. We're going to need that. I want to see a very controlled midfield, and I want to see Emre Teshkel getting some goals. That's what we want to see. Let's get into the match preview. See what's changed with the screen. It's not changed this graphic for the skin, which is beautiful, what we like to see. And yeah, we're looking good with our 4-5-1. Liverpool's team, they're playing a 4-5-1 as well. In terms of big names, Harvey Elliott's the only one I actually recognise, which is crazy. Crazy stuff of the Liverpool of the future. They are currently 11 points ahead of us in the league. This is a first versus second clash for the League Cup. And I don't know if we'll be able to catch them in the league, but I certainly hope we can give it a good go. Walters with a throw-in, nearly half an hour. It's been an uninspiring League Cup final in the rain so far. As Gilardini gets into the box, flicks it up looking for Gonzalez. Burns cuts through out of nowhere. And we're 1-0 up in the final. And that might get disallowed because Michael Oliver's the referee and we all know he's terrible. But, you know, we might get lucky. I think we are going to get lucky. Gilardini picking up the ball there from Walters, who cuts into the box. Flicks up looking for Gonzalez. Zamora tries to take it down. Burns sees the poor first touch. Gets in there, slots it away. And Mervyn Burns could be very close to winning a League Cup. And I believe he was playing in the absolute shaft leagues. A little look if I can get this up, because apparently I haven't set that up yet. He was playing for Bournemouth and Sheffield United years ago. There we go, in the Championship, and now he's playing in the League Cup final and scoring what could be an important goal as Walters finds Gilardini, who finds Gamar, who finds Teshkel, who has an awful first touch, and Enzo picks it up to Webber. Webber, good crossfield ball. There was no way Moraes was going to win that. He's tiny. Burns back on the ball. He looks like he wants to win everything recently. He's been fantastic for us. Walters out to Gamar. Back to Walters, who can take his time and does, and finds Gilardini, who finds Walters, who finds Gamar. And Gamar gets past Harvey Elliott just. Can he get a cross in, though? That's the next big question. Cuts it back for Gilardini, who cuts it back for Walters. In for Gonzalez. Off a defender, but we're still in it. Gamar to Walters, to Sire Emery, to Gonzalez! And it's been tipped over the bar by Liverpool. and that has gone okay, I guess. Moraes will take the corner, and hopefully he can find a big man in the middle to head it in. Looking for Marcato, can't find him. Crowdson heads it back behind, and Moraes will have another go at getting another corner in. Can we do it second time of asking? This time we just need to beat the first man. We look like we're trying. Zamora heads it back to Moraes. Moraes has options. Back to Marcato, who, what was that pass? Harvey Elliott's going to punish us for this. You can almost guarantee it now. Cuts it back to Crowdson, to Ramirez Piscotti, and we've got away with it. So we've made it to half-time. Gonzalez and Gumar, who have typically been very good for us, have not been very good for us. We're ahead on the scoreboard. We deserve to be, given how much we've created. I'm pleased. Is a fair assessment. Let's tell Gonzalez that, frankly, he's not been good enough so far. Get it together. He looks fired up. That's what we need to see. We'll go out for the second half and we'll see if we can maybe get a second goal to really secure this League Cup. Moraes now with a throw-in. I'm just about to take Gonzalez off unless he does something to impress me here. He cuts it back to Gonzalez there. Teschkel into the box looking for Gumar. And Ahmed Gumar, who has been improving steadily in the second half, has scored the second goal of the game. We are beating Liverpool. I'm going to yell some praise at the boys for that. We are currently beating Liverpool 2-0 in the League Cup final. The first time we have ever beaten Liverpool. And it is on TV at Wembley where it counts. And if we can do it again at the end of the week, we are absolutely going to be laughing. But also, why is the League Cup final on a Tuesday night? Is that a thing now? Anyway, weird question. Let's crack on, try and get a third. Throw in now Strecker I've taken off Moraes and Walters because they were both knackered. I've sent in Yusuf and Dorrington their place. Roy Strecker is now the left back, picks up the ball in his left back position. Can he find a good pass here? Zaire Emery over the top looking for Gumar. Gumar cuts it back. Hoyan Hall does something to sort of sweep it away. But Mervyn Burns again has taken advantage of some questionable Liverpool defending. Is this going to get given? I feel like it should be. How has that been disallowed? He can't have been offside, surely. Teschkel apparently was offside. Have a look here. How was Teschkel interfering with play there? He just happened to be there. He wasn't interfering with play. That is scandalous. That is Michael Oliver refereeing all over. So 5 minutes to go, and Ben Dodd is on the ball. I took a risk. I brought him on because Zaire Emery was looking very tired. Anthony Gordon's gone for Gumar for the same reason. I wanted to see Ben Dodd have a chance at playing at Wembley in the League Cup final. He joined us from Norwich, our local rivals, on loan for many years as Sanchez gets the third goal of the game. As I'm praising Ben Dodd, who has been with us since League 2 on and off, mostly on loan until we signed him permanently. He's not really a first-team player. He's just become the series hero. And he's been very involved in that movement to get the ball to Sanchez, gets round the Liverpool defence. Hoyan Hall is helpless, and Wroxham are 3-0 up at Wembley Stadium in the League Cup final. That's insane. Let's praise the boys again, because they deserve the praise. And we're very special right now. We're very, very special right now. There'll be people willing the final whistle to go. We've got one last highlight though. Yusuf is going to throw the ball, looking for Teschkel, back to Geladini. Geladini looking for options, finds Ben Dodd, back to Geladini to Strecker. Strecker has time, cuts it to Burns. Burns off a defender. Dodd is there. What's Dodd going to do with it here? Ben Dodd just needs to keep it very simple and does. Back to Marcato. Marcato across to Alfie Dorrington. Alfie Dorrington now with a chance. What can he do to change things, get a fourth goal? Strecker, what can we do? Go on, cross it. Let's get it in. Into the box, looking for Sanchez. Teschkel puts it away. I think he'll be offside. No? Apparently not. Apparently he was not offside. Emre Teschkel scores in the League Cup final to continue his fine run of form as the replacement for Abdoulaye Thiam up top. Strecker, ball in there to Sanchez, comes off the goalkeeper into the path of Teschkel, and Teschkel will say thank you very much, quite happily take that. We've beaten Liverpool 4-0 in the League Cup final. That is absolute insanity. We have taken Wroxham from as far as pitching in something or other leagues right down the bottom to tier 8 or 9 to the League Cup, and we're playing in the Europa League already this season. We're going to be back in it for sure next season. We've guaranteed ourselves a place in the European competitions for next year already, and we're ready to go. We lift the trophy, the fireworks go off, the confetti comes down, and the mighty, mighty Wroxham from the Norwich suburbs are the League Cup winners, and we're still in at least one more trophy race with the European Cup. We're in the round of 16, that'll be next episode, and potentially still in with a small shout of winning the league, which is absolutely insane. The boys have done fantastically well. We have absolutely done them. We've absolutely done them. The XG, 3.81. We've outdone our XG. We've done well. Deserve to celebrate these moments while we're all in football. Everyone looks happy. I'm going to tell the defender, I'm just going to be praising everyone. You have done fantastically today. Good work. We're going to tell midfield they did brilliantly. We're going to tell the attack that they were absolutely incredible. We're going to enjoy this one. Everyone's going to have a few beers, and we get ready for Liverpool in 5 days' time, where we're going to be hopefully able to take some points off them and chase down the league title. That's what we're really hoping for. If we can do a double, that would be, honestly, quite fantastic. So we're going to have to hope for the very best on that one. I cannot believe we have won the League Cup. That is insane. But it's only 2 days before we play Liverpool again. And they have got to be fearing us. They've got to be fearing for their lives at Anfield. We'll have a look at the importance. We won the League Cup, which is, frankly, that's ridiculous. We are the League Cup winners, a fairy tale journey. We are receiving 100 grand. They're happy with the Club Vision progress. That was 3 years down the line they wanted us to win a domestic cup. We've already done it. We've led us to glory. We've done well. Everyone is very happy. Teshkel, we're going to praise Teshkel like we should. He has done very, very well for us. Anything else in there? Newcastle are watching Strecker. Tottenham are watching Strecker. They're not going to get their hands on them. We've qualified for the Conference League. Still Europe. That's all right. We've paid out some money. Less than we won. Better still. And yeah, we've just been outstanding. We're somehow not the biggest overachievers, but we'll take it. We'll take that one. Mervyn Burns got a bonus winning the League Cup. Probably why he was so keen to score. Anyway, without any further ado, let's have a look at where we're coming back. So we'll have a look at where we're coming back. We'll come back in 2 games' time, so you'll find out pretty much immediately how we did against the Liverpool for the second time. We're coming back against Red Bull Salzburg in the Europa League round of 16 first leg, away in Salzburg. And then we'll wrap up on Friday with the second leg, because that's how first and second works for those who are perhaps new to maths or something. Anyway guys, thanks for watching. We're the League Cup champions. We've got a trophy at last. Now we kick on and try and get the big one, a European trophy, and a shot at the Champions League is where we're aiming for next. Until next time, guys, I have been Chasing Lanely. Thank you very much for watching. Do like, subscribe, ring the bell, leave the comments, all that good stuff. Until next time, stay safe and have a good one.